Are Florida Republicans telling people not to say the word gay in
Yes,
schools?
actually. They're saying it's absolutely banned. You're not allowed to say it. You actually only can say homosexual now. Just kidding. That's what they would probably want you to believe, but it's
Right.
completely false. So the past couple days, there's been this huge controversy where the media has perpetuated a new lie that basically is you can't say gay. Well, the real measures behind the bill is that you can't teach kindergarten, first grade, second grade, and third graders about being gay or being homosexual or anything like that. Anything that's more sexually aimed, because no one in their right mind thinks an 8-year-old needs to be learning about those things.
Right.
And so we do have a clip, of course, of a bunch of different politicians going off and saying gay, gay, gay over and over, and it's pretty much the most embarrassing thing you'll see today. Oh my gosh, I just can't do it.
Wow,
hurts.
what civil rights heroes fighting against bigotry right there.
Yeah. And it looks like
That's our next
that was at
MLK.
even a high school too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like if you're sitting in high school, and I remember, always having the teachers go and say their stuff and brandishing whatever crap they were promoting.
Yeah, you grew up in a
And-
pretty woke high school.
Yes,
pretty woke
as
school
Michael
system.
knows, we
Yeah.
kind of worked together on some of the stuff from my high school. Hello. And it's like, if you're a student there, you don't want to go and say, as Abby was saying, be patronized by your teachers
Yeah.
with these officials saying that
Right.
this is a don't say gay bill. They're insulting your intelligence. Look into it.
Yeah.
It's completely false, and it just blows my mind that so many people will just listen to what someone on Twitter with a blue check says, because it's completely factually inaccurate.
Right. Yeah. And, it's just to take that. So the bill, what it actually says is those certain things, like you said, can't be taught to first through third or K through third grade.
Yeah, K through third
It
grade.
literally doesn't even restrict anything past that.
Yeah, it doesn't do. so you could literally get to fourth grade,
Yes.
and be gung ho for it. So
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Plus, it's not the school's responsibility to teach your child about sex or anything like
Right.
that.
No.
There needs to be a certain separation. When you're in
Yes.
third grade and kindergarten, whatever, you need to learn how to write your name, learn what 2 + 2 is, learn the colors, basic tenets of what
Yeah.
it means, to be a child. Kids don't need to be inundated with this identity crossword puzzle nonsense.
Right.
And I think one of the reasons that they're pushing this narrative that's just utterly false, there's not even a shred of truth to the whole don't say gay thing. They really want to obfuscate from the issue, which is kind of this gender theory indoctrination we're seeing in schools. We're seeing really, I'm always really cautious to go along with kind of the right-wing narrative that a lot of people believe that a lot of the LGBTQ movement is about sexualizing children. Sometimes I'm pretty cautious of that. But literally, we're seeing that happen, when they put pornography on library school shelves. We have plenty of stories covering that. Maya Kobabe's Genderqueer, this book it's popped up in states across the country in different school libraries, and it just has porn in it.
Yeah.
And it's about teaching kids about, being transgender and gender theory. And
Well, yeah.
I really push back against a lot of the stuff the gay rights movement is all about pedophilia. I don't think that.
Yeah.
But man, when they push stuff like that with the trans agenda, it's hard for me to make that case when they're blatantly sexualizing children.
Right. Well, I mean, and that's kind of the natural spiraling effect of when you're trying to describe to a small child what being lesbian and gay or
Right.
trans
That's
is.
why you don't do it. Yeah.
It's like, well, what does that mean? Oh, that means you have sex with different types of people. And then
Yeah.
it's like, then you bring up the whole discussion, and all of a sudden, then you're teaching 6-year-olds what sex is.
Yeah.
And it just spirals out of control. And again, I agree with
Yeah.
Michael. I think that there can be overblowing it
Yeah.
of, it's
Yeah.
not all pedophilia.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
does open the can of worms immediately.